Pop Squad, coming at you. This was sent in by Jack. Jack sent in actually quite a number of tracks, and I have needed to get back to these, and I wanted to do something a little bit different today. And I found this. This is the story of Adidon? Adidon? I don't know. By Pusha T. I have heard of Pusha T. I don't think I've ever reacted to anything. And this is a Drake diss. Interesting. Pusha T. Let's see if I've done. I don't think I have done it. Oh, wait, hold on. Rock and Roll by Pusha T and Dreamin' of the Past. I am surprised. These are back in 2022, August 31st and September 2nd. Oh, featuring Ye and Kid Cudi, I think. Featuring Ye, right? Ye, Kanye. Boy, I don't remember those. But this is the story of Adidon. Adidon? I don't know how it's pronounced. Produced by No ID and Jay-Z. Really? So I should say, this was sent in by Jack, and Jack had a note here. And he said, not sure what you know about this song. Nothing is the answer. But if you don't know anything about it, I would say to go into this as blind as possible. Like, don't even read the blurb at the top of Genius before listening to it. Oh, okay. Then I won't read this. Let's see. He said, all you need to know is Drake, a rapper from Toronto who is one of the biggest rappers in the world, was making back and forth diss tracks with Pusha T, a rapper from the Bronx who is not even close in size to Drake, but arguably has more critical acclaim. For years before this song, this track arguably nearly ended Drake's career, or at the very least changed the direction of Drake's career. There's a lot of stuff out there about this, but if you don't know anything about it, I would just say to read the Genius lyrics and annotations and wait until after to look at any more details. Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm not going to read anything more than what he just told me. It looks like there is some annotation. There's annotation throughout this entire track. There's this long thing here. There's a bunch of comments from people. This is interesting. This came out 5 years ago. It is listed as rap, East Coast rap, jazz rap, remix, boom bap, diss, hip hop, and hardcore rap. This certainly sounds interesting. Let's. This picture is really something. I always wonder about the people. I'm gonna talk for a few minutes here. I wonder about the people who do this, like who get hired to do blackface for something like this. Like, do you put that on your resume? Is that like, Mom, Dad, I got a paying gig. I have to wear blackface and look like a crazy jester guy for a rap artist. Like, wow. Okay, that's something. All right, that's a choice to make. Let's check this out. Please like, subscribe, and share if you like what you see here. If you want to send me something to react to, CashApp, PayPal, Patreon is over here. I would appreciate it. I'm out of work. My unemployment runs out next week. I'm stressing out. I almost didn't do videos today because I just am not feeling it. I'm shutting down. I'm not feeling good about things. And instead, I'm just going to listen to some music and try and enjoy it. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The story of Adidon from Pusha T. A diss track about Drake.
Easy money. It's about to be a surgical summer. Chop the tops off the coupes. The 488.
Nice.
The spider joint. And you know we gotta cut the heads off these snakes, right? Watch the body drop.
Little sample.
Drug dealing aside, ghost writing aside, let's have a heart-to-heart about your pride. Even though you're multi, I see that your soul don't look alive. The M's count different when baby divides the pie. Wait, let's examine why your music for the past few years been angry and full of lies. I started at the home front, I'm on one. Dennis Graham, stay off the gram, bitch, I'm on one. You mentioned wedding ring like it's a bad thing. Your father walked away at 5, hell of a dad thing. Marriage is something that Sandy never had, Drake. How you a winner, but she keep coming in last place. Monkey suit Dennis, you parade him. A Steve Harvey suit, nigga made him. Confused, always felt you weren't black enough. Afraid to grow it cause your fro wouldn't nap enough. Since you name dropped my fiance, let him know who you chose as your Beyonce. Sophie knows better as your baby mother. Cleaned her up for IG, but the stench is on her. A baby's involved, it's deeper than rap. We talking character, let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Deadbeat motherfucker playing border patrol. Ooh, Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than an Adidas press run. That's real. Love that baby, respect that girl. Forget she's a porn star, let her be your world. Yeah. How dare you put yay in my
Oh, it's harsh. Let her be your world. Yuck.
world, yeah. How dare you put yay in my verses? I'm selfish, I want all of the curses. I'm pre-booking the churches, me versus 3 hearses. If we all go to hell, it'll be worth it. Already aligned with the greats. And on that same note, the only ones I chase are 2 ghosts. Still giving you classics. That's the only thing that dates me. OVO 40, hunched over like he 80. Tick, tick, tick. How much time he got? That man is 666. I got the devil flow, nigga. 666. Surgical summer with it. Snip, snip, snip. And you don't really want it with him. Surgical Summer Volume 1. We gonna take this slow. We just gonna peel it back layer by layer. Yeah. Daytona. Album of the motherfucking year. You talking about you upset. Well, I want to see what it's like when you get angry, okay? You show me that. Push.
Oh, great sounding track. I mean, the music is fantastic. It's just absolutely perfect. I do really like his performance on this. Again, you can hear every single word. He enunciates everything super clearly. He wants you to understand what he's saying. That is the whole point of this song. And I say that just because there are people who don't do that. There are people who mumble through their track, and that just means that or something else, like make it sound buzzy or something, or they mix it in so that you can't hear it necessarily very clearly. That just means that the lyrics aren't as important, or that they're trying to hide the lyrics, they're trying to hide the meaning for whatever reason, and it just becomes texture. And this is not texture, this is content. This is we're going to find out the story of Adidon. Oh, I see. So he's talking about Adidas and then this kid Adonis, so Adidon. Okay. It's Pusha T's response to Drake's diss track Duppy Freestyle, inspired by the title and borrowing the instrumental from Jay-Z's The Story of OJ. Pusha sets aside topics of his beef with Drake so far and instead focuses on Drake's character and personal relationships. He claims Drake had a baby with a porn star allegedly called Adonis, which also lends to the track name a portmanteau of Adonis and Adidas. Pusha also attacks Drake's close associates like his mother Sandy Graham, father Dennis, label boss Birdman, and OVO producer Noah 40 Shabib. Not familiar with most of those names. The song's artwork is a picture of Drake in blackface. Oh boy. Drake in blackface, and was taken by photographer David Lays, which previously appeared in Lays' website in his gallery. The portrait was removed as of May 30th, 2018, but the portrait chosen for the album cover can still be found via archived versions of the gallery page. with an additional portrait from the same shoot also archived. Wow. I don't know who dresses up in blackface. I just, and to now find out that that's probably a very young Drake. Weird. Drake responded to the frenzy caused by the photo and explained the backstory in an Instagram post in October. Can we see the Instagram post? I know everyone is enjoying the circus, but I want to clarify this image in question. This was not from a clothing brand shoot or my music career. This picture is from 2007, a time in my life where I was an actor and I was working on a project that was about young black actors struggling to get roles, being stereotyped and typecast. The photos represented how African Americans were once wrongfully portrayed in entertainment. Yes, I agree, but then why dress up it's a very weird choice. I would not do this, right? I would not dress in blackface. Um, but I don't know what it means if a black person dresses up in blackface. It still doesn't feel right. I think it's just because there's such a weight of racism behind the process of it, behind the appearance of it. I think that's what kind of gets to me. And I'm not saying he can't do it. He's a black guy. I'm not going to do it. Let's see. Me and my best friend at the time, Mazen El Sadiq, way to throw your friend under the bus too, who is an actor from Sudan, were attempting to use our voice to bring awareness to the issues we dealt with all the time as black actors at auditions. This was to highlight and raise our frustrations with not always getting a fair chance in the industry and to make a point that the struggle for black actors had not changed much. It's an interesting choice. In October of 2018, I'm not going to delve into that any more than I have. In October of 2018, following an interview in which Drake suggested that the information about his hidden child came from Kanye West, Pusha went on the Joe Budden podcast to reveal that it indirectly came from Drake's producer OVO 40. The information came from 40. It didn't come from Kanye at all. 40 is sleeping with a woman who he talks to her daily, 5-6 hours a day, and that also came the fact that Drake has a child. That's very confusingly written. There's more stuff about this picture down below. Please just stop referring to this picture as artwork. I'm not an internet baby. I don't edit images. This is a real picture. These are his truth. See for yourself. Okay, alright, I see. So the photographer is responding. Adidon is a portmanteau, right? Drake has yet to respond to the track directly. However, on his fifth studio album, Scorpion, released exactly a month after the diss, Drake appears to respond subtly to numerous lines from the story of Adidon. Daddy got suits like Bernie Mac. He dresses himself. I wasn't hiding my kid from the world. I was hiding the world from my kid. The only dead beats is whatever beats I've been rapping to. Kiss my son on the forehead, then kiss your ass goodbye. Wow, that is kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think about this. There's a ton of annotations here too, right? Easy Money. Surgical Summer is a direct response to Drake's line on Duppy Freestyle. It's gonna be a cruel summer. Pusha T will surgically pick Drake apart during the summertime. Their beef reignited towards the end of May 2018 with Pusha's Drake disses on Infrared and Drake's response track on Duppy Freestyle. Okay, there's going to be way too much stuff here to read through completely. Yeah, what was this about cutting heads off snakes? Pusha is comparing cutting the heads off of snakes to dropping the top of his Ferrari 488 Spider. The Spider is another term for a roadster, a type of car that doesn't have a retractable roof or the ability to attach a roof. Pusha mentions a similar vehicle in What Would Meek Do. This plays into the saying, to chop the heads off of the snake, which means to stop a bigger issue by dealing with the source directly. Drake made similar comparisons on Duppy Freestyle, supposedly in the direction of Kanye and Pusha. I want to see my brothers flourish to their higher purpose, you guys, leeches and serpents. Yeah. It's interesting. It definitely looks like, I mean, this is a pretty harsh song. It's interesting. I haven't done a lot of diss tracks, and I'm not a huge fan of them because I think in a lot of cases they're very fake. That's what I think. I don't know if they are. I think they're done to get like the fan groups of two different artists riled up, just like you see in wrestling or you see in any sort of entertainment where two people start feuding and it gets the two, the two sides fans all riled up, and I think it just injects a whole lot of negativity into something that should really just be fun and enjoyable and not cause anybody as much stress as this would clearly cause anybody who had this targeted at them. It's good. Love the music. I thought the music was great. But then it's also apparently taken from a Jay-Z track. So very, very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. Thanks again to Jack for sending this in. Jack, I've got your other tracks. Don't worry. I know you sent me a good chunk of money to do all these, and I will get to them. I just came back around to find this stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that. So thanks again for sending this in. If you want to send me stuff, information's over here, Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. I would definitely appreciate it. Like I said, life is terrible. Jesus Christ. Pop Squad, check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'll talk a little bit more. You can go. If you don't want to hear about my life, please don't listen. It's just going to be sad and pathetic, and I'm sick of hearing about it in my head all day, every day. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how to get a job. It's really what it comes down to. And it's driving me nuts. I'm 54. I've literally been working since I was 10 years old. I got a paper route when I was 10 years old. And now I just can't seem to get hired. Doing something that I have done for... Maybe we don't want to look at this image so big. I do writing, copywriting, editing, project management, game design, game development, anything to do with words is what I do. And fuck if I can get anybody to give me a chance. I apply to jobs that have been posted for an hour and already have 100 people applied to them. Over 100 people. And I can't even get looked at. Like, it's incredible. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating to work your entire life and have no career to show for it and have no prospects. And I'm not bad at what I do. I've won awards for what I do. I fuck if I know. I don't know what to do. I don't. And my ADHD is such that I can't just switch to something else, like another career, because if it's not something I'm interested in, my brain won't work. I like to write. I like to learn about things and then write about those things to get people interested in those things so that they then go on to find out more information. That's how I look at marketing. That's what I often do, is marketing, copywriting, even social media, right? I worked for AWS for a few years as a social media manager. And I view my role as somebody to find what's interesting distill that down into the most important, most interesting little things and get that in front of people, and then hopefully that will get them to find out more information. And I can't even get a fucking interview. And I'm sitting here, even now, like I feel my blood in my chest is cold because of the stress. I'm I wake up unhappy. I'm so worried about my wife and our two kids and how I'm going to be able to support them, because that's my job. My wife is currently taking care of our baby full time. Baby's only 4 months old. She's breastfeeding, not the baby. My wife is breastfeeding the baby. Um, so she can't really leave the house as much as she might like to get away from doing that for a while. So I need to do it, and I'm not doing it, and I'm not capable of doing it. Apparently, nobody gives a shit. Nobody wants to hire a 54-year-old guy. Why, I don't know, because nobody stays with the company for more than 2 years now anyway. I would love to find a place that I could be for the next 10 years until I retire. Retire in 10 years? There's no fucking way I'm going to retire. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to make it through this. The stress is insane on my wife and I. And yeah, it absolutely affects our relationship. It sucks. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what literally next week, this week, I'm going to look at getting a job at a grocery store. Like, I just need to have some money coming in. And I don't know what else to do. There's not a lot of manufacturing around here. I could go work at Boeing, but things are going fantastically well there. With planes' doors falling off in mid-flight, it seems to be happening every month. But I don't have any training on how to do any of that anyway. So what the fuck good does that do? What job do I transition into at 54 with 30 years of writing experience? Yeah, clearly I should be doing something else. That's sarcasm. This is what I do. I write. I just don't fucking... I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, is this a test? Are you guys all in on it? Is everybody like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Now I've got to go try and fall asleep. That's gonna be fun. Then I gotta get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'll get 6 hours of sleep tonight. Fuck you guys. I don't know how I'm gonna support my family. And that's fucking scary. So, I hope you're having a good day. I really do hope you're having a good day. Like, I say that like it might be flippant, and to some extent it is, but Jesus Christ, I don't want anybody to have to go through this. Like, I don't want anybody to have to feel like this, to go through this, to have this stress, to have your wife, your partner sad, miserable because you can't go to Starbucks, because you can't go to a friend's wedding, or you don't want to go to a friend's wedding because you can't afford to buy them a fucking gift. Because you can't afford to be gone for the 4 days just in case something comes up that could make the difference between having a job and not having a job. I, I, I don't want anybody to have to feel like this, and I know a lot of people do, and it sucks. So if you're going through the same sort of thing, I totally fucking get it. And I'm sorry you're going through it, and I hope it gets better. I hope you find something. I hope I find something. I won't leave myself off. I really hope I find something. Or maybe I could just win the lottery. Could I win the lottery? Fuck you guys. I don't know. This goes through my head constantly. All this shit constantly through my head. Constantly. And it's not good for me. And still I don't know what to do about it. And the people I was working for 2 months initially offered to help me, to introduce me to some people. But I didn't respond nicely when they fired me for no good reason. And so they said, we don't think it was very professional that you would be so upset when we were just making a business decision. Holy shit. Yeah, wasn't professional of me to be upset when I had a 7-week-old daughter at home and a wife who was recovering from some complications from surgery and an 11-year-old. And they were putting me out of work, and I had 2.5-3 months of unemployment left available to me because I had been unemployed last year for a few months too. I want to fucking scream. And that's why I listen to this music every day, because it distracts me from all these thoughts in my head. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, have yourself a good day. And I'm serious. Don't let the shit get you down. I'm gonna go try to sleep. Adios.